Okay, y'all, we are officially live for Meg's Talks podcast. What's up, bitches? So today we're gonna have a special guest. And we are about to get started. She's currently finishing up eating. So before I get started on that, we are going to reintroduce or kind of like rebrand this podcast in a way. So I've decided that we're going to be more of a deeper talk podcast, but also we're still going to have Megan in it. So yeah. So the person that I'll be introducing fairly quickly, she is a homegirl of mine, and we have became really close since I had moved, and all that's going to be a life update and things like that here soon. So we're just kind of waiting on officially starting. And yeah. Do you want to bring a chair in here? Because you may have to sit down. Okay. We're already live. I went ahead and started it on both Facebook and YouTube. Sav. Oh no, I forgot to do something. Give me a second, you guys. Oh no, I forgot to clock out. That's not good. 0319. Will you grab me a bag of those chips while you're in there? Because baby, I'm hungry. It don't matter. Savannah, grab my cup and pour some more tea in there, please. So we are about to officially start the podcast. We're just kind of getting everything set up, but we probably should have already had it already. Alrighty. And our special guest is about to come in right now.
Why didn't you tell me this motherfucker wouldn't fit through there, right? What a hell of a way to start a podcast off.
This is awesome.
Go ahead.
This is grand.
Yeah, Cookie, go.
Because reality is I'm just chilling, waiting on her to come in.
Never mind, yeah.
So I will be ordering mics so that way this sounds a lot better. But for now, we're just going to have to rock and roll with what I have. Okay? So here she comes.
Yay! Where's the... Oh, I need mine, though. Here. Okay.
You're not going to be in it?
Oh, am I supposed to be in it?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Over
Okay.
here.
You ain't telling me all that. Excuse me, you know. Yes, this is going to be lovely. Okay, hello. How you doing? I'm Cookie with a K, and I don't play. So, how we going to start this?
Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be hard because we're already Okay. So anyways, this is Cookie with a K.
Oh, that's a bad angle, buddy.
Well, you're not even... Okay, there
I'm
we go.
just bad either way.
So how we're going to do...
Come on, Val.
Okay, so how we're going to do this...
These are clearly going to go to the bloopers. What is that?
It's tea.
She didn't clean out the milk.
Oh, shit. Girl, she act like we from
Savannah, quit.
Britain.
Okay, so Cookie's going to start us off. And so, yeah. Go ahead, Cookie. Take it away.
Okay, like on a serious note. Okay. Oh no, I don't need that, baby. Thank you. I think maybe we should start this all over again, buddy.
We're already live.
Okay. So, your viewers have been wondering where you have been and why it's been so long since you posted another podcast.
Life got hard. Are you gonna ask?
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Okay, so in specific questions, what happened to the house in Greenville? Or what happened with the house in Greenville?
So we were living there, and I had allowed somebody to move in. This name I'm not gonna drop. And
You have to elaborate on who is we though.
myself and Savannah.
Okay.
The reason I'm not going to name drop is because I'm in a good place with this person. I'm not going to screw that up. But I had allowed this person to move in, and some things were happening that shouldn't have been in my household. And I ended up kicking that person out. And then that person was my ride to work. I ended up losing my job, and I couldn't keep up with the bills, and we ended up getting evicted. So, yeah.
Okay, so what is going on and what was going on with the relationship with Nick and Leah?
So we had to move in with Savannah's dad's ex at the time. So 2 weeks before we ended up leaving Greenville, Nick was at my house, and it was great. I mean, I was being so we all know my obsession's already going.
Some of this info might be new to me too. So.
Okay, I know. So what happened is you didn't know that Nick was at my house 2 weeks prior, did you?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, well, he came around August 8th, which is his birthday. He came about a week before. Him and Leah had broken up, and my stalking ass found it out. So I immediately reached out to Leah, not to Leah, to Nick. And my homegirl at the time, Nisi, she was like, well, why don't we just go out there? This was, remember how I told you that I went out there and I didn't know, like, nobody thought I knew her address, and I just showed up at her house.
Yeah.
So this was after that. So a lot of the reason they had broken up was because of that reason. So anyways, so we showed up or whatever, and then I ended up grabbing Nick, and Austin came around this time with us too. And Nick was there at my house for 3 weeks with Austin, I think. And then he left. His excuse was that he was going to go see his other son, but that wasn't the case at all. And then I had gotten that eviction notice, and I reached out to my family. And if you know my dad, you know that he's, Lord forgive me, he hates my guts, to say it nicely. So nobody would help at that point in time. I didn't know who to reach out to, what to do at the time. So Leah got in contact with me and was like, hey, look, I'm not finna let Nick's kid be out on the street. Just come here. He's not here. We're not together. That was my assumption, So we had went, and it was good the first day, even the second day. But I preached to Leah that I wanted to make for sure that Nick knew that we were there, because if Nick were to have shown up and saw us there, it would have been a lot different situation than if we would have been honest with him and told him. So Leah took off one day, didn't tell us where she was going, just took off. And then she comes walking through the door, but Nick is right behind her, dude. I'm telling you, it was right behind her. Dude, that whole entire time, Leah had some home dude at the house, and I'm pacing back. I said, something's wrong. I said, watch, Nick's going to show up. Leah said she was going to the store. Guess who was right behind her? He goes, how the hell did you know? I said, I just feel it. I feel it in my guts when he's close. And so he was like shocked by all get out at that. But that whole entire time, it was a really bad situation. I wouldn't say the whole time, because, I met Jay then. But most of the time, it was pretty shitty, because watching the person that you're actually in love with make out in front of your face, in front of your kid's face, whenever, you were just at her house a few weeks prior. And then Sav was asking questions. That, like Leah pulled her into the room and was like, is it okay me and your dad are together? Did I tell you that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Pulled her into the room with them and said, stay in there. And I looked at Nick and I said, he was like, Leah, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if Megan wants to be in there, Megan wants to be in there. So I walked in there and I realized one of two things. The first thing is that the way Leah had Savannah sitting was directly in front of her, like directly in front of her, bro. And she says, Savannah, can I ask you a question? Savannah was like, of course, yeah. And she was like, is it okay me and your dad are together? And Savannah goes, no, I want my mom and my dad together, not you. She goes, well, if I'm with Nick, then I become your stepmom. And I was like, I said, hell no. Like, that was my reaction, hell no. Well, and then it just kept on getting, Leah got really insecure the whole entire time. She kept on accusing me and Nick of doing some things, and I kind of probably should have, but Jay came in the picture and kind of distracted my brain. So yeah.
Okay, with that being said, who is Jay?
Jay is
Well, you already talked about it, fuckhead.
Jay is Holden's dad.
And who is Holden?
My newest baby. I had him on June 14th. And yeah, he's my newest baby. Not my last one. I'm gonna have another one.
Okay, so now we're gonna fast forward to the present time.
Okay.
What's going on now? And what changes have you recently made and gone through within the last few months?
So, well, I'll start from, I guess, when I conceived Holden, because that's when really a lot of stuff started changing. So I conceived Holden in October, and well,
okay, this is what we need to get specific in.
Okay.
The levels of how it went from like one level to the next.
Like with what?
With like the living situation.
Oh, okay.
That I mean.
So we were staying in a hotel, and then we ended up going from that hotel where I conceived Holden. He's a hotel baby. Anyway, sorry, I just had to say that. My baby's a hotel baby. Anyways, Lord bless it. So we ended up going to the hotel and we moved into a homeless shelter because that was really our only option. Because again, I didn't have a lot of support. I say that to say that I do have a lot of support out here, but nobody could help me at the time. So, and mom, the person I call mom out here, I'm not going to name drop her either because a lot of people already know, but I'm going to be respectful of that. Mom ended up saying, hey, look, go there and I'll figure you something out. So we went there. And then November 11th, I found out that I was pregnant with Holden. And it was actually Jay's baby mama who got me the pregnancy test. Because I told you that, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So when we got to the shelter, we for the first night we were sitting there, we were sitting down. Somebody goes, Mama, look at that baby. And I looked at him, it was Isaiah. And I looked at him and I said, do you know a Jay by chance? She goes, that's his dad. And then, so the following next year, So the following next few days, she had told me a lot of the things that happened, which I'm not going to blast on here, but she did tell me a lot of the things that had happened. And I woke up one morning and I didn't think I was. Nobody, you were there, you know what I mean, at the beginning of it. I didn't think I was. And so just
I don't know how I didn't catch it though, because your motherfucking ass was asleep every day,
I know.
All day.
Well, I didn't think so, just with my PCOS and stuff like that. So I just kind of ignored it. Well, I woke up one morning and Alyssa I didn't mean to do that one. She looks at me and she's like, I'm going to go buy you a pregnancy test. I said, why? She said, because you're holding onto your titties like they hurt. And I said, well, they do. She said, So she went to the store and I peed in a cup and she did it. And that test line came up before that control line did.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at me not even 2 seconds later. It's like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I said, hell no. And I didn't believe it. The first person I called was mom. And mom was like, Well, at that time, they actually had found another pregnancy test. So I taken two. And then the lady at the homeless shelter was like, Hey, look, she's actually pregnant. And then that's whenever mom made me go to the hospital at 2:00 in the morning just to confirm it. And boy, when that doctor walks in there, says, Yeah, you're definitely pregnant. Your ACG level's like in the 4,000s, 5,000s. You're very early on, but yeah, you're pregnant, boy. And mom didn't flip her shit. She said, She said, Retake it. Retake it. I was in denial too. But anyway, so from that, we ended up staying in this RV. This RV was molded out, didn't have any way of cooking other than a toaster oven, had a lot of different issues. And during this time, me and Savannah are battling depression because of Braden. And so it was really hard. We were really depressed at that time, but we made do with what we had. And the crazy thing is that freeze happened and we were there. And like we had an AC, but it stunk really bad. It was molded on the inside. I had, like I said, one way of cooking. The hot water hardly ever worked. And so we kind of had to go on mom's schedule, being able to shower and stuff like that. So it sucked. You saw what it looked like whenever y'all were there that day. It wasn't it. You stayed the night there. You know what I'm saying? Well, this whole entire time, meanwhile, we're fighting to get into the apartment that I'm into now. And so we moved into the apartment in March. And so we went from Leah's house to a hotel to a homeless shelter, now to my apartment.
No, homeless shelter to an RV park.
Yeah.
Two RV parks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay. So we was okay. So it was.
You skipped the whole
I
section.
did. I forgot. I tried to forget that shit.
Wait a minute.
So we went to.
But you have to include like when y'all moved over there. Like it was cool for a minute because Ashley and George.
Yeah. It was cool.
So
it was relaxing.
It was a whole lot
and
better.
like Jay was right there too, and I kind of like would sit outside just hoping to catch a glimpse.
It was a whole lot better at that RV park than it was at the other one. I would say it was.
It was because my packages have been shipped from Temu. Anyways, sorry, had to throw that in there.
Oh, does that mean they're here? Oh no,
no, they're shipped. So anyways, so that's that. I was in two different RV parks. And then so it was the hotel. Well, it was Leah's, the hotel, the homeless shelter, and then the first RV park, the second RV park, and now the apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think with that, we need to conclude this live with just strictly the update so that way we can do a part 2 and continue to the juicy things.
You need a break?
Yes.
Go take a break. I'll hold it down.
We're going to conclude this video until the next one.
We have people watching.
How many?
Only 2.
Girl. Okay, well, 2 is better than...
But if we need to go...
Yeah.
I can hold it down for a minute.
All right. Staffy, what are you
Quick break. Intermission. Burp.
You didn't wait on a cookie. Oh. Are you?
So just to kind of go, I'm going to go in more to the housing situation while you're doing your thing. So I know a lot of people have asked about the Leah and Nick situation, and especially the Nick situation when it comes to presence in Savannah's life. There is none. I saw a side of Nicholas Lynn. That was disgusting. A lot of people know, and I'll preach it over and over again. All right, now, baby, after, okay? You go in there. I love you. Go in there, okay? I know it looks good, baby. So, a lot of people a lot of people who are in this situation know about it, but a lot of people don't understand it, if that makes sense. So we were in a position to where um we didn't want to be. It was hard because of the fact that nobody understands whenever you have a heart for somebody and you love somebody, seeing them with somebody else is very, very hard. Um, and nobody will understand that. And that's okay because that's for me and for me only, I guess. Um, I know that like with him, we met back in 2018. I kind of said this on my other podcast, which are on YouTube, by the way. That me and him had met in 2018, and then I fell pregnant like one of the first days we met or whatever. And for some reason, that's been my person ever since. Uh, it's hard because no matter like even when I was with Braden's dad, I couldn't. And it's been like that for 8 years. Well, whenever we had moved into Leah's, I saw a whole different side of that man that was absolutely disgusting. Um, it was sad. Like physically abusive, disgusting. So yeah. Anyways, here we go back.
Oh, it's hot.
You'll have to,
This way.
yeah, so that way they're not
Okay.
just getting my. No. Okay, Cookie.
I'm looking at my ankles. It's weird because one of them is like my head's going this way, the other one's going this way.
Okay, so this is on 1%. That's not good. I was just explaining to them my obsessiveness with Nick.
What has that on now? Income tax check.
Oh shit.
Open it. Girl, if this is my income tax check.
Sorry guys, this is a live podcast. Now we got 4 people watching.
Oh, fam.
Don't cry, don't cry.
I said, open it. Please open it. He said, don't nothing have the Statue of Liberty on it except for that, bruh.
Good, you're gonna buy us dinner tonight. I'm just kidding.
Please let it be.
Oh, you should not go.
I ain't even gonna psych myself up because I'm gonna be pissed in the motherfucker.
So while you're doing that, we're gonna go
Oh,
back.
by the way, update. My daddy just hit me up and said that because I've been waiting on my income tax check since February, and a little details about me. I'm a widow. My husband passed away last year in April. All of his debt transferred over to me, and I have had to work on getting the debt lowered from $38,000, and it's down to almost 15 now, which has been a very, very long struggle.
Nothing yet.
He's typing.
Can I read it first? They'll even have to read the pregnancy test.
Please let it be. Because that would make sense as to why the tax information and stuff dropped off of the website.
While writing on this message back.
Please let it be.
Anyways, what I was explaining, when you love somebody, that love never, like when you're truly in love, maybe I'm just obsessed with the kid, honestly. I said the kid. He's above.
Stupid. Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
See,
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm about to say, why did you do that to me? No, I'm gonna say,
It's
gosh,
just spam,
damn
though.
it.
So anyways, so Cookie still has a few questions, and we're gonna go into some juicy. Oh, it's my podcast, baby.
What?
Somebody asked what we're talking about.
We're a whole bunch of random things. I got interrupted by my daddy thinking that my my tax check came, but
So, Jesus. So,
okay. So back to okay. So next update is let's talk about your job.
so I just started this new job. What? 2 weeks ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going amazing. Y'all see me going live about it all the time. But yeah, I couldn't work during the pregnancy because it was so high risk. Let me pause for a second. And to you fuckers who thought it wasn't, fuck you. That's how I feel.
What do you mean?
Because guess what? To James Eddie, your daughter almost died, and so did your grandson. Because a lot of people thought Megan was just being a dramatic. Am I dramatic? Yes. But watch this. My pregnancy was what?
What? High risk. I mean, it was horrible.
Preeclampsia, gestational diabetes. My liver was failing. I had a gallstone. I almost
She started
died.
bleeding
Yep.
early on.
My baby almost died. For people who said it wasn't anything and that I should have been working. Next question. Sorry, I just had to get that out because I feel better now.
My bad, I'm multitasking. Those are basically all the questions I had. What?
She's watching my live in there.
It locked up?
No, she's watching my live in there.
Oh.
So here's another thing that the reality is that I don't like to dabble in some certain things, but like since I moved out here, my life has gotten better in a sense of me defending myself and standing up for myself because mom has given me that backbone.
Understood.
Yeah. So no bitches run over me now. Other than unless they're hot.
Hold on, let me see.
Let me answer it.
It's somebody that sent me a hey message, so
Hey.
yeah.
I see you eating those chips on TV. Did you not see me that?
No, go.
No comment.
No. Now it's time for juicy stuff.
Cut it off. Cut
Turn it down.
Okay. Can we pause it? You can pause it, can't you? Yes, you can. Okay, well, I want to do a continuance.
We will. We're going to do this every day.
What?
We're gonna do that every day.
People are saying they're ready for the juicy stuff.
Okay. All right, if y'all ready for the juicy stuff. Okay, Savannah, close the door.
Off.
Turn that off and close the door.
And mommy finds out you're watching it, you're going to be grounded. Yeah, you'll just like your daddy be.
Indeed. So we are going to get into okay. So Megan has done podcasts before. She's discussed mainly about being submissive and having dominant situations and enjoying the dominant route. So Me on the other hand, I'm sorry. Fuck that. No, you ain't doing that to me. I'd rather do it to somebody else. We have separate views on the dominant and submissive thing. I'm very, very much not submissive. I'm sorry. I'm an alpha female, and I fight men.
Here's the thing. What's crazy though is in my last podcast, I said I was going to bring somebody in who is just he's out. I'm going to try to talk him into it, but he's, my dom. I was telling you about the one I talk to sometimes.
So we're gonna topics today. Instead of talking about submission and the BDSM and all of the above things of that nature, we're going to discuss polygamy. And if y'all don't know what polygamy is basically a situation or a marriage relationship, blah, 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 of either one male and several females, two or more, or one female and several males, two or more, and being in a either one household or one full relationship. What are your views on that from a female standpoint? Not a man with a whole bunch of bitches, but a female with a whole bunch of dudes.
From a female's perspective, I think that if you're just doing you and there's no kids involved, so that way the kids aren't confused, do you. Personally, for me, I mean, unless it's just a fucking suck kind of situation, I'm not.
Well, I mean, no, we're not talking about an orgy. We're talking about like a literal.
No, because I have kids.
But I'm saying, what are your if you didn't have kids?
If I didn't,
would you be open-minded to being one female with a whole?
Well, fuck yeah, I like to fuck.
That's why. Okay.
Did you hear that?
It sounds like
I ain't got my vibrator yet.
That motherfucker calling your name, baby.
Hell yeah! Since Nick
was calling my name,
since Nick threw away all my toys, hell yeah.
Okay. See, I wasn't prepared for this because
it's okay that we weren't.
We were supposed to discuss it a little bit longer.
Our next one tomorrow is going to be a lot better than this.
Yeah,
one.
well-rounded and put together.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say a word up. Okay, so with that being said, we're open to questions. You can ask us questions.
She said that was perfect timing. Oh, because we were talking about the vibrator and stuff. So yeah, so the thing is that we got to look at it sometimes in a different. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn this sideways. It's just gonna be a very bad angle of both of us. But hey, why not? So, oh fuck me, cancel. Oh, I almost canceled this on y'all. Okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna. Okay. So, anyways. So another thing is like I said, if I didn't have kids, then yeah, I'd be out there living my best life. I would live with fucking 20 dudes if I wanted. That house will smell like a bunch of
it'll smell like a whole bunch of taint and fucking balls.
Okay, fuck it. It charged for 30%. So yeah. Okay, since you asked me that question, so we're gonna bring in, because this is just who I am and this is the kind of thing that I'm into. So you brought in like the God damn, I look like I'm so pregnant. Okay. Anyways.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. They gave it to kid. We both got somebody that loves it, so it don't fucking matter.
So, because you asked about the polygamy, what is your view on it?
See, that's the thing. That's actually one of my fantasies, bro, is to be a female with a whole, or a little plethora, not a whole bunch, but like two or three. But the thing is that's still just weird, because there would have to be some sort of
dynamic, boundary. See, that's my thing too, is like I watch these shows that have people that are like so into that, but it's a male that has a bunch of females.
Yeah, see,
but
that's too much discuss females having a whole bunch
They
of
don't.
males.
But see, a lot of the times when you're watching those shows, it's more dominant men with those females.
Yeah.
Like they're more like a daddy dom situation, which I've discussed with y'all before. If y'all watch my other ones. And that's see some vibrations getting to us. Another thing is like, again, so I'm a very open person. My sexuality and what I'm into, I'm very open about because I don't mind talking about those kinds of things. I go to church, I believe in God, I've been baptized, but that doesn't stop me from being who I am as a person. And just because I enjoy certain things does not define me as a person when it comes to my religion, when it comes to me being a parent. And that's another thing. Like the door is shut. Savannah's in there watching her show and she's not hearing any of this. That's another thing. Like,
I'm not paying attention.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Dang.
The major thing is a lot of people don't realize is that so many people have a stigma around being so open and honest about that kind of stuff. How many?
That's about the seventh time.
Are we sure it's not?
It's not, baby. No.
Okay.
That's him.
Okay. We're not going to put that business out here. But what I'm saying is that there is a stigma around it. Because, like, how open have I been about? I've shared my whole entire fucking stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the thing, though, about living your life. If you can't feel comfortable with discussing what it is that you do, then clearly you probably shouldn't be doing it.
And that's my thing is like, I've been a very open and honest person about the way I do things for a long time because, again, my family knows about it. As a matter of fact, people in my family have asked about it. A lot of people know that I sell content. It's not something that my daughter has ever gotten hold of. Braden has ever gotten a hold of. Holden's never going to get a hold of that. And I know that it sounds cliche to say, but I protect my kids from that. Even though I do it, that's not something my kids are aware of. And a lot of people frown upon it. Like we had a CPS case, open honesty here, because somebody had called Leah. It was Leah who called when I was still in Greenville because Nick was over there. Called and straight up said that my daughter, no, that was my dad. My dad was the one who called this time and said that I was tricking myself out of my house pretty much because I sold content. You know, that case closed the day I spoke to that worker. He said, however you make money is make money. As long as your kids aren't in it, I don't give a fuck. And that's the thing. Like, I do things that I know. I've never been arrested. I don't use drugs. Do I not have strict rules for my household? Mm-hmm. I don't just let everybody willy-nilly up in my shit because at the end of the day, this is a home for children. Not for, what's the word to say?
This ain't a trap house.
Yeah, like I say all the time, it's not. So reality, the situation is because of that, I have kind of navigated on my way of saying, okay, look, if I'm going to invite some dude over and we're going to get down to business, I make for sure that my kids are taken care of. They're fed. They're asleep. And if they're not asleep, somebody else is here watching them. Because at the end of the day, I'm 26 years old, right? No, even if you're fucking 80, there's no reason why you can't enjoy being tied up. You may have to, like I always say, when I'm 80 years old, my man's gonna have to kink my oxygen tube to choke me.
I'm done. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense though, but that would be attempted murder at that point.
But listen though, here's the thing. In our next podcast, we're going to come at it as two females from a different perspective, because I remember I told y'all that I would have people on here that could talk about either side. So like,
we could get into that's probably something that we could discuss in the next video. Because I was that's a long story. Ran away at 15, was gone 2 days, was sold into human trafficking, and was a stripper for 20 plus years, and prostitute and everything else. And
so what I mean is different. It's
there's
different
different
life
Avenues,
exactly,
and different views
on a lot of things.
I mean, a lot of people make judgment on it from the outside looking in, and if you've never experienced it or gone through it, then you really can't make a true judgment about it.
And it's not even, it's
you can form an opinion, but you can't make
yeah,
a judgment
of course. But a lot of people will judge a book by their cover. Like, I'm a chunky girl, my teeth are fucked up, but do I give 2 fucks? No, because I have 3 kids and ain't nobody complaining about my game. Okay. It's okay because he knows who I am. I used to wear a hoodie around my dad that said I look better bent over. I don't give a fuck. The thing is Megan's a little freak. That's it. Amen. Jesus Christ. Done.
Okay, with that being said, bye.
Okay, so we're gonna end this here. We will be back on tomorrow around 3 because we've been on for 40 minutes. Y'all can DM me questions. We are about to go sit down and
Is that your way of saying sit down?
No. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna discuss how tomorrow's podcast is gonna go, so that way we have more of like a what would that be called?
More itinerary. Yeah. More prepared.
But tomorrow we are going to have some deep discussions. We're going to talk about our life paths and decisions that we've made that led us in bad situations. And then at the end of every podcast, we're going to have some juicy shit because it's not Megan without the juicy shit.
Well, he just co-signed. He just co-signed.
So this is how we're going to cut it off. Peace out, bitches. Okay. Now we're going to end this one. And we're going to end this one. These
people are going to be like, what?
Damn, we actually have